Alex's WTA ranking and earnings after historic U.S. Open run. The Filipina star aims to become the #1 female tennis player in the world. Filipino tennis prodigy Alexandria's U.S. Open journey concluded in the second round. The 20-year-old fell 4 to 6-3 to 6-2. Spain's Cristina Buxer. Yet, her influence resonated deeply with fans and aspiring athletes back home and around the globe. Still, just stepping onto the U.S. Open main stage was a breakthrough moment, one that Filipinos everywhere celebrated. While she didn't win the tournament, she's not going home empty-handed. The young star just secured the second biggest paycheck of her career and a bump in her world ranking, proof that her breakthrough summer on tour is moving her career forward in a big way. How much did Alex earn? Qualifying for her first Grand Slam main draw was already a major step in her career and financially rewarding one. 2. The U.S. Open offers the biggest purse in all of tennis, and even a first-round loss guarantees a six-figure payday. For Eala, her historic upset victory over Claretors and meant her prize money jumped from a guaranteed $110,000 to a staggering $154,000, $8.7 million. It's the second largest payout to date, surpassed only by her semi-final run at the Miami Open earlier this year, which earned her a whopping $332,000. Had she managed to win just one more match in New York, she would have pocketed $237,000. U.S. Open 2025 payouts. To understand just how much earned, it helps to see the big picture of a U.S. Open's prize money, which is the largest in tennis history. This year, it's a massive purse of $90 million, with the biggest checks going to the last player standing. Here's a quick look at what players take home from the men's and women's singles draws. Round of 128, $110,000. Round of 64, $154,000. Round of 32, $237,000. Round of 16, $400,000. Quarterfinals, $660,000. Semifinals, $1,260,000. Runner-up, $2,500,000. Champion, $5 million. A step up in the WTA rankings. Beyond the money, Eala's 2 matches in New York are a big help in the long game. She came into the tournament ranked 75th in the world, a slight dip from her career high of 56 earlier this summer, but thanks to the 70 ranking points she earned for her win over Torsen, she is now currently at number 69 in the Women's Tennis Association WTA Live rankings. This may seem like a small detail, but it's an important one. Having a higher ranking means she won't have to rely on qualifying or special wildcards to get into major tournaments, securing her direct entry into bigger, more profitable events. Building on the momentum, the loss stings, but Eala leaves New York with proof that she belongs on tennis's biggest stage. Eala has made it clear that her goals are nothing short of becoming the #1 player in the world and to win Grand Slams, telling journalist John Warram in a Tennis Channel interview that she's always been very ambitious. She acknowledged that as her game improves, she's seeing firsthand just how hard it is to achieve that. Her next stop is reportedly Brazil, and after that, she's likely to play a few more WTA Challenger events to refine her game and gather the crucial experience required to chase her ultimate dream. WTA ranking and earnings after U.S. Open. Current ranking. Alex is currently ranked number 75 in the WTA singles rankings as of her recent U.S. Open run. U.S. Open prize, money and points. After winning her first round match at the 2025 U.S. Open, marking a milestone as a first Filipino to win a main draw Grand Slam. Match, Eala advanced to the second round. Before falling to Christina Buxer, she pocketed U.S. $154,000 in prize money and aimed 70 WTA ranking points career innings milestone. Earlier this year, her nearly magical run to the semifinals of the Miami Open WTA 1000 yielded U.S. $332,160, which pushed her total career earnings past U.S. $830,000. Creative profile Alex rising with purpose. 20-year-old Alexandra Alexa doesn't just play tennis. She carries the hopes and dreams of a nation on her wings. In her recent display at the 2025 U.S. Open, the young film athlete transformed Flushing Meadows into her personal arena of history, tearing through doubt like she does right hand. Returns, clutch in the crucible, trailing world number 14 Clarenders 5-1. In the third set, Eala summoned an improbable comeback, a roller coaster of grit genius, and Nave led to a 7-61-18-11 victory, a triumph that secured her place in Philippine sports folklore as the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam singles main draw match from breakthrough to breakout. This was an one-off flash of brilliance. In March, she uprooted top-seeded IG Swiatek World number 2 at the Miami Open, becoming the first Filipina to reach a WTA 1000 semifinal. Hayes surged from ranking around 140 into the top 100 and at one point climbing as high as number 56 was. As meteoric as it was inspired a final, written in grass and grit, June brought another milestone. Eala made history, again as the first Filipina to reach a WTA final. At Eastbourne she battled through on grass courts only to fall in a heartbreakingly close 7-6 third set tiebreak in the final. Her presence alone etching her name into the event's Loy Symphony of legacy and ambition. From Quezon City's lone hardcourt beginnings to Rafa Nadal academy corridors, every swing and serve is part of a grander narrative. Eala embodies humility, resilience, and fierce ambition. She's not just buoyed by her own possibilities. She's elevating tennis in the Philippines, a beacon for every aspiring athlete who dared only to dream. At Flushing Meadows, as she wept, tears of relief and pride, she was no longer just a contender. She was a national hero. Her aim is crystal clear: to be world number 1, to lift Grand Slam trophies, and to ensure that Filipino athletes aren't just celebrated, they expected, honored, and championed the game ahead. Back in early September, holding her position at WTA number 75 and armed with $154,000 from the U.S. Open alone, Eala steps onto the court again, not as underdog, but as a rising icon whose journey continues to redefine what is possible for Filipino and Asian tennis. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next